Hey everybody, Brandon from the sAs Snack Food Appreciation Society along with Dr. Jeff Smith and the Will the MFer, and we are here with part 2, the championship round of the Hostess HoDown, celebrating the return of the Twinkie Golden Sponge Cake. In the first round, we saw the KnockOffs division. I keep wanting to call it the Knockouts division because of TNA, but no, it's the KnockOffs division where it was Tasty Cake, Dreamies defeated Little Debbie Cloud Cakes and the Dreamies again by Mrs. Freshly's, which were just ghetto.
Yes.
They were no good. But Tasty Cake came out on top. It was kind of a surprise. And
Unanimous
decision there. They were the best of the 3 knockoff chips. So now we've got all 4. We've got the 3 knockoffs plus the Hostess, the brand new Hostess Brands Twinkies. Hostess Brands, of course, is the new name of Hostess since they returned from their several month hiatus. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have no idea which ones they are. Our camera person, I think, has a little bit of an idea of what they are, but we sure don't. All right, so
it's the ultimate test.
Absolutely.
The ultimate stepping it up to the next level. A blind taste test of the knockoffs versus the real McCoy.
Yep.
And we don't know which is which. Tasty Cake won the first battle.
It did.
But we knew what we were getting into at the time.
Now we don't.
Now we don't. This is going to be very interesting to see the comparison here of what we get.
There's a couple of the packages here just to give you an idea of what's going on. We got the Twinkies and the Dreamies by Mrs. Freshly's. And who knows about the rest. Maybe this will give you guys a clue of which is which. We still don't know.
Yes.
All right.
Start with number 1
Starting
at the
with
12
number
o'clock
1.
hour.
Absolutely.
And work our way around.
Taking a look, not a ton of cream. I got the centerpiece.
Yep. We saw that before, how some did not have the same cream dispersal rate as others, but in some cases it didn't matter.
Mine's directly on one of the insertion points of the creamy white junk.
So is mine.
So that's a pretty good thing.
Same here on mine at the end, so I'll say, okay, number 1.
Very even.
Not bad. I'm remembering how the big thing we ran into last round was the Mrs. Freshly's were just drier than hell.
This one's not that dry.
No, it's not that dry. So,
and not that lemony.
but that was another thing we noticed was that was the not the Tasty Cake version, the other one. The
the Little Debbie Cloud
Little
Cake.
Debbie ones.
Yes.
The Cloud Cakes had the lemon cake flavor,
Yes, they did.
which was good, but wasn't it? The Tasty Cakes were the best representation of a Twinkie.
Seemed like it. All right.
That was pretty good. That
Pretty
might be a Twinkie. I'm not sure. Hard to tell. But
Yeah.
that was pretty. That was solid.
That
was solid.
All right, so on to number 2.
Now on to number 2. Yes,
I
indeed.
get an end piece this
I have
time.
the center. I see cream on both ends.
And I got a good cream dispersal kind of in the middle there, and also an insertion point on the bottom.
Yeah. Same here.
This
So
is one-
the most visible cream.
Yeah.
But that's necessarily the best taste.
This is one of the more pale looking of the 4, so maybe
Yes.
not as much time in the oven, who knows, but we'll see.
I'm suspecting this to be the cloud cake. Well, maybe not. No, it's not lemony enough.
No, I think the cloud cake's one of the 2 darker ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is either Mrs. Freshly or Tasty Cake, but if it's Mrs. Freshly,
It doesn't taste dry enough.
Yeah, it tastes better than Mrs. Freshly did before. So I'm
Which
thinking
is weird though, because we kept the same. We're using the ones being used in this blind taste test are the other half of the same package. We did not open up a new package for this blind taste test. So the ones we used before, this is the other half of the same package.
Number 2 definitely drier than number 1, but not that much drier.
Yeah.
More cake taste than number 1, I think.
Yeah.
And
More cream though in number 2.
More lemon taste in number 2.
Or lemon taste.
They're both good in their own way, but I wouldn't say one is really better than the other. They're both just kind of their own creature.
All right. Well, I'll be looking out for a beef fat taste as well, because as we now know, Twinkies have beef fat in them.
Okay, number 3.
Number 3.
This one's light.
Another one of the more pale looking
Yes.
ones.
I'm not seeing a ton of cream.
Smells good.
Lacking cream for sure. Mine.
Mine's got the cream.
Yeah, a little cream here. A little bit of cream here.
No.
This to me is the dry one.
They're all starting to run together.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but this one to me is decidedly lacking.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's falling flat. I'm not getting a lot of cake flavor, and there's not that lemon taste.
No.
And not a lot I'm thinking that's probably the Mrs. Freshly's. Could be wrong, but of the three, but it's hard when you're having them back to back and you don't know, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Of the three, I'm most disappointed with that one.
I would say the cream was the best feature of that one because I actually got a good dosage of the creamy white chunk and it was alright. But of the three we tasted so far, I'd say that's the least tasty one. Alright, so we're on the number 4.
A nice golden brown.
Yep, nice, good color. Actually, if you look at that, it looks like there's no cream at all in that one if you were to really take a look at it.
Mine's got the spot underneath, spot on the end. Let's see.
Alright.
This one's probably the most pleasing to the eye looking. Ooh, ton of cream in mine.
This was a lot better. Number 4 is a lot better.
There's definitely cream in there.
This has the most cream of all the ones I've had so far.
A lot softer.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I actually like that probably the best of the 4.
This and the first one, it's between those two for me. Number 3 is definitely dead last. Number 3, I am like, that was just lacking.
It'd be funny if that ended up being a tasty.
I know. Okay, so
Alright,
before we flip it over, well, let's decide here. I'm between 1 and 4. They're pretty close. Overall, I'm thinking number 4 is my pick for the top of these.
Absolutely. I'm
Twinkie
going with number
products.
4 as well. It seems to be
A lot of cream. That's definitely the most cream I
Yeah.
tasted out of all of them.
Although my number 3 had a lot of cream, it was kind of deceiving. You didn't think it was going to be a lot. Number 4 actually had the most consistency. The cake tasted good. The cream tasted good. It all came together very well. None of these had an old chemical taste or anything like that, so that's a good thing. I'm picking number 4.
Jeffrey?
Number 4.
All right,
Okay, all number
Definitely
4.
number
4 all the way around.
4 for the 4 horsemen. So the big question is, what was number 4?
It was. What the hell is that?
H. Hostess
For Hostess
Twinkie.
Twinkies.
Hostess Twinkie on a blind taste test wins the contest. So now the big question, what were the others? Number 3 we were the most disappointed with.
So
What was number 3?
Freshly's.
That was the tasty cake.
Oh, wow. Reversal of fortune.
Very interesting that.
Huh.
Then what was number 2?
Number 2 must have been a cloud cake.
Freshly's.
What does it say?
Oh, that's Mrs. Freshly, yeah. that's
Okay.
right.
And then number 1
Was the cloud cake.
was Little Debbie.
Yeah.
Was the cloud cake. And I was
All right.
between number 1 and number 4.
Yeah, me too.
Tasty cake came in last,
That's
and it was
weird,
the same
man.
package. It does very much run together, but Twinkie was the winner.
It's that beef fat, man. That beef fat makes a difference in the Twinkie. But you know what?
The knockoffs couldn't upseat the original Hostess Twinkie.
There's been a lot of rumors going around, though, that maybe an old legend might be here tonight. That somebody from the past might actually return to try to take the Twinkie crown. And you know what? Holy crap.
Is that who's coming from the back?
It's Twinkie the effing Kid, man. Twinkie the Kid is here from the Interstate Brands Hostess, the last company that owned Hostess. Oh my God, these actually expired on December the 8th, 2012. Hostess went out of business, I think, in November.
There's no expiration date for Twinkies.
No, plus these have been frozen in my freezer at sAs headquarters since December 7th, 2012. I've unthawed a couple of them over the past few months and had a couple, but I still have 2 left. And the odd thing is, there's no branding whatsoever on here. I think they had basically given up by this point. They were like, we got some old boxes laying around, let's throw these in some cellophane and have some Twinkies, right?
Cellophane.
Cellophane. So Twinkie the Kid's going to prevail over here and take a look at what we got going on. Do we have that knife, Will?
Yes, we do.
Right, give me the
It
cellophane.
is someone right here. And here's what we could do: new school Twinkie versus old school.
Oh,
Twinkie.
that's right. We absolutely can.
Our winner was new school Twinkie.
That is an excellent idea. It's a run-in. Holy crap, the championship is still on the line. 24/7 rules apply.
New school Twinkie versus old school Twinkie. We'll just forget about the Freshly's dreamies here.
this
And
goes
just,
somewhere. All right.
those can go with the fart chips.
Fart
chips mark K2.
Maybe you want to mix them with the fart chips?
No.
Make a nice event. All right.
I'll
so
enjoy my dessert. Thank you.
pull those out. All right. So taking a look. Side by side.
They look the same.
You got the original Twinkie versus the brand newfangled Hostess Brands Twinkie. They look a lot alike. It looks like it's almost exactly the same size. Not a big deal going on there. This is a little darker. No big deal. Maybe that's because it's been in my freezer for so long.
See how it went through the Twinkie oven manufacturing.
They both have the beef fat. Actually, I'm kind of surprised that the new Twinkies don't have Twinkie the Kid on them. It's kind of disappointing. But maybe he'll reappear in the future. Let me go ahead and cut these bad boys up into thirds. You know,
New Twinkie versus old Twinkie.
I'm
Is
not-
there any difference?
I'm not 100% suggesting that you guys swallow this old Twinkie, but if you do, don't sue me. Let's try
Let's do the old
the
first.
old one first. Still smells like a Twinkie.
So this is the original Twinkie.
Only differences between
The cream the big thing I saw in the new version was the cream dispersal was just so much better.
Yeah.
Smells fine.
Still has the same insertion point on the bottom and pretty decent cream on the inside. Smells okay.
Smells okay.
Tastes okay.
Yeah, it's a little dry.
No, the cake's lacking a little bit. That I would chop to the freezer, but it's not foul or nothing. I'm sure the next one, the cake's just going to be a better consistency. It's just kind of dried out. But
Yeah, it's got a little staleness to it. I didn't know you can go stale in the freezer, but it definitely is a little bit stale. I'm not going to finish that because I don't want to get sick. So let me try the brand new.
right off the
Hostess
bat,
Brands
get soft.
Yeah, it's much softer. And of course, that's
Crumbles under the touch.
probably got a lot to do with the fact that these have been in the freezer for a while. Because I was saving them for some kind of apocalypse or something. Maybe see if I can sell them for $100,000 a piece or something.
Buy off Woody Harrelson in some way. Or...
Some crap like that. I don't know. Let's try out the new Twinkie again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big key I am discovering is just Twinkies knows the proper ratio of cream to cake. That is the key point I'm seeing in all of these.
No doubt about it.
I still can't get over that tasty cake. Our winner in the knockoff round came in dead last in that blind taste
And
test.
it wasn't because of visualization, because that tasty cake didn't look any better than anything else. It
No.
actually was lacking in color.
And it was from the same package and everything.
Yeah. So that's
Very
what-
crazy. But overall, the Hostess Twinkie, head and shoulders, I would have to say, above the knockoff
And
brands.
that would be the brand new Hostess Twinkie from Hostess Brands out of Kansas City, Missouri. Wins the Twinkies Hostess HoDown Championship. Hopefully, I'll find some ho-hos pretty soon, and we'll have ho-hos versus Swiss rolls, and that's when it gets down and dirty, baby. All right, so absolutely, your winner is the Hostess Twinkies. The old one just couldn't stand up. I think it suffered from being in the freezer.
We would have to
for
have a
while.
fresh batch.
Yeah, which doesn't exist.
Right.
The only thing they have over the new one is they've got Twinkie the Kid on it.
Twinkie.
Twinkie the Kid.